said that he had a hard time.
Sorry.
Misha said yesterday that he had a hard time filming. Did you pull any pranks on him while you were guys filming?
Who was this?
Misha.
That we had a hard time filming.
No, he said that he had a hard time filming.
Yesterday?
Like this, yeah, yesterday or like
on
2 days
Friday,
ago.
his one and only day this month. Well.
Welcome to direction. Yeah!
You know, and I was just thinking, and all you fuckers, you just stood by. Yeah. I was thinking, you're not my friend, Brad.
You see, as he came out of the way, his eyes were on me, and he kept on like looking back at me.
You're not my friend.
We get paid for this, Misha.
I have no friends here.
We're all friends. Hug it out, hug it out, hug it out.
Well, Jared and Jensen, my first impression of them was completely false. No. I thought, oh, these are really nice guys. Oh, these are really cool, smart human beings. Like, these are people I'd like to be friends with. Obviously, over time, you get to know them, and you realize that you were right. Damn! That's what you get for taking too long of a pause.
Did he mention anything that might have occurred from?
He just said it was horrible.
From me? What?
He said, clutched his nethers.
Clutched his nethers.
Not really enough there to clutch.
Well, let's
tweeze his nethers. Delicately pinched.
let's just say that he didn't clutch them fast enough.
Play a straight face character?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, how am I so good at that? Because I ruin more takes than anyone laughing. Yeah, it's just.
And he's had a whole lot of time to do either.
I'm rarely there, and when I am, I'm ruining takes because I can't stop laughing. It's just the rare moments when they get the straight face that they use in the final show.
Yeah.
I actually do bite my cheeks.
Misha's actually, I've seen, there's a bit of a learning curve. I mean, when you first came on, it was, you're bad, but he's actually gotten better at keeping a straight face, especially when Jared's around, because you like to, oh yeah, Jared likes to screw with people. And with Misha, I learned very early, and so I'm able to.
He's a stone. It's amazing.
But you've come a long way now too. I mean, I can see. I can see the acting goes away.
In the motel though, he was a wreck.
But he doesn't break.
I was in the motel, he was a mess. You were a mess in the motel.
Every scene is in the motel.
You're in it. I think Jensen, I think we're all in it. It's in a motel. And you're talking about like angels or something. Oh, yeah. And Dean says something pretty funny, and Sam's kind of, he's acting like real big. It's in a motel.
I don't remember them.
Y'all know the one.
Yeah.
I bet you they do. I think that's it. Let's just say a lot of this is going to make, so Phil is directing, a lot of this is going to make the gag reel already.
So we all remember what happened to Cashdale at the end of last season, right?
No, I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers.
It's already aired. He hasn't read the script yet either. In well, how do I say this without giving too much away? So he's there, not doing well.
He's been better.
Cass has felt better.
Cass has felt. Cass.
No!
And Dean is there and trying to figure out if there's anything that he can do. There's not. So
Makes him feel worse.
Jensen then decided to just give him a cup check. His eyes are closed and he's holding his breath. And Phil didn't yell cut. What's a boy to do?
And ruin Misha's life.
Let's just say it worked better than smelling salts. He's alive. He's alive.
This isn't funny, Dean.
The voice says I'm almost out of minutes.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to not have your eyes open and pretend to be dead when either of us are on set.
Was he angrier than the airplane time?
Was he what?
Angrier when he threw the airplane to the floor?
Oh,
no, I don't think he's ever. That day on set, I think was the peak of his anger. That was his break. That's when he realized that he was never going to win.
It's like the military. Like we had to break him down in order to build it back up.
Right. Yeah.
I don't understand that reference.
One time Misha, we always make fun of Misha because we work every day, you know, and Misha, he works a lot, but sometimes he won't work for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll see him again, and we'll be like, hey, like, what's the deal? He's like, oh, I was off vacationing. And so we were like, and so one time he parked his car really near to my trailer, and I had a scene. I had like a 2-hour break in the middle of the day, and I was like, we tried to like track his keys down to move his car, and we were putting like mayonnaise underneath the door handle and stuff like that, so he'd go to the door handle and have mayonnaise or ketchup all over his hand because he couldn't see it. And so it started escalating. It started escalating to the point where I'd park my car up next to his and make them touch, and then just start pushing it with my car. Even though it was in park, I'd start like dragging it along and trying to get it stuck. And I think he ended up calling a tow company, a tow truck, to have my car towed away. But luckily, I found out and I got rid of my car before he was able to do that. But I think there's more stuff coming up this year, so keep looking it up and you'll find out, yeah. I'm hoping to slack. Oh, that's another thing I did. You know how when you air up a tire, they have a little thing on the corner, and you just kind of, maybe I shouldn't be teaching. Well, I let the air out of his tires at night, so it was like 4 in the morning when we all finished the set, and he was going to drive home, but his tires were flat, and so he was like, he didn't know what to do. Luckily, there was still somebody from set there, one of the transportation drivers, so they aired his tires back up for him. I thought he was going to have to walk home, which would have been pretty funny, but he found out. I'll get him this year, though. I'll get him this year.
Thank you.
Hi, Jared.
I got a microphone, it worked.
Guys, we actually feel like we have grown up with you now. And by grown up, I mean devolved.
Are you drunk?
No. Yes.
What the hell happened to you?
I found a liquor store.
And?
And I drank it.
What just happened? Shh, don't talk about that.
Oh, hey guys. Fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting you here.
I was told to
kick me off the stage.
To interrupt you.
It's really awkward.
You're sweating
like a pig.
Yeah. Is it warm up here? Yeah. Misha Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
Just out of curiosity, how long have you been back there?
I think right when you noticed the room change.
Yeah.
That was when
How did you get them to behave so well? God, they're obedient. That's amazing.
Oh, when we're in on a joke like that, they're a great accomplice.
They weren't treating me with that kind of respect at all.
Again, that was because I asked them not to.
Right.
No,
fair enough.
It's good. It's good that way.
So you weren't here for the who do you like better, Jared or Jensen question?
Yeah, I was. That's why you're sweating. Go get cool, go drink some water, you're out of here. I'm taking over. I'm taking over. All right, guys. Once again, Misha Collins.
Is this another trick?
It's me. What are you doing here?
Us? What are you doing here?
Looking for you. You've been missing for days.
So get us the hell out of here then.
Let's go.
Guys? No. Mr. Trickster does not like pretty boy angels. わかったか? Yosh.
I'm the worst I've ever seen, by far. It's really embarrassing and it's incredibly unprofessional. And I don't know what to do about it. I've kind of given up on myself. There was a stretch when I thought, oh, you know what, I can just train. I was practicing different things, like I would bite my cheeks as hard as I could, like I had little welts inside my mouth. But then as it turns out, you can see that I'm biting my cheek on the camera. I laugh a lot, so they waste a lot of film. Luckily now they shoot on video, so it's not as expensive as it used to be, but it's pretty embarrassing.
Well, it works.
And they don't have to do anything anymore. I've told this story before. You wondered, but I don't care. I'm going to tell it again because I don't know anything else to talk about. There was a scene where it was season, I don't know, whatever, and you know the one. And I would come up to, I had to come up to the table and say something very serious and Castielli, and the big guy was on the other side of the table, and the other big guy was next to him, and Jared was, every time I came up to the table to deliver this very serious statement, he'd reach under the table and go, and so I of course laughed several times, and then I came up and I was like, this, and just screwing up the shot, so I was like, no. And then, and he was actually reaching under with like a broom handle, and then they took the broom handle away from him, and it was late at night, and it's been going on for a long time, and finally Jensen, who's sort of like on my side a lot of times, because Jared just wants to sabotage me as much as possible. Jensen said, Misha, don't even say the line to him. Just deliver it to me. And I was like, thank God. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. From now on, I'm always going to deliver all of my lines, even if they're like scripted to Sam. Like, hey Sam. Not Sam, to the other character, because there's a way to justify that. So I was like, this is going to work. I walk up, say my line, very serious, to Jensen, who goes, blew me this like very sexy kiss, and I felt like someone had just popped my life raft. Like, it's all over now, and now Jared actually has to work a little bit harder to screw me up because it's like I'm steeling myself against him so much. But Jensen, all he has to do is just like raise one little eyebrow, just the teeniest little thing, and it's like a sense memory thing, and I'm screwed. And it's kind of sad, actually. It's really sad.
You know who does that? Crazy people!
It was a lot of fun. It was also fun to see, you know, the crew loves him and the cast loves him, so it was fun to see somebody kind of trying a new side of this crazy
Chair!
The chair? Who did the chair? Chair.
Oh, I thought you was like, no, there's no Sonny and Cher one on here. Drag queens that fall through the chair. So in the director's chairs, you could actually rig them to where they look like they're supposed to look, and then when you sit, you go right through. And most of you know director's chairs are rather high. And there's a little, so it's a pretty good distance to the ground.
And there's a little like crossbar.
Yeah, we got him on that one.
Yeah, we got a couple times.
I have saddlebag soup, which they're on the director's chairs are they're saddlebags. They're just like little pouches that snap onto the armrest. We're just gonna fill the whole thing with just muck. So you can't really see. You just kind of dig in there to find your script or your pen or something. And
we're gonna put a mouse in there one day.
Yeah. The trailer shit bowl. That one's fairly explanatory. I don't know what that one is. The lunchbox shit.
I think it's also pretty self-explanatory.
X-Lax. Whipped cream pie in the face. We got that one.
Yeah.
Water balloons.
Yeah.
Antiquing with water. Does everybody know what antiquing is? So you water and then you take a big handful of flour and just
so they look like an antique.
Yeah. So what we were going to do is we were going to prank him to some degree every day, and then I actually have here on day 6 or 7 no pranks. So he's just waiting for it all day, and it never comes. And it's like it should drive him crazy. We didn't make it. Candygram, we didn't do that. We're gonna have Vicky change his alarm clock.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna go change everything in his apartment. We had a big plan because I had a half a day one day, and I was gonna go get his apartment keys out of his bag and then go to his apartment. And it was a really cold time of the year, so I was gonna open up, and he was working long hours.
Turn the heat off.
We're gonna turn the heat off, take the batteries out of the thermostat,
open all the windows. Yeah. So basically, he's like below freezing.
Yeah, we're gonna basically freeze him out.
And then we're gonna wreck his room so that he wouldn't be able to sleep on the bed, and it would be freezing. And it would essentially take too long to heat up for him to really go to sleep. He'd probably have to get a hotel room.
Hide some stuff in his cabinets. And turned out he was properly paranoid because he left all of his belongings at the concierge at the building. And he's like, do not give this to anybody except for me. So, he was on to us.
Yeah, I had a few more. Duplicate his script, his director's script that has all his notes in it, and then just destroy it and leave it, replace it with his script, so he thinks that it's completely destroyed. Like everything with his notes, his very first episode of directing, just trash. And if we get a tear out of him, then we give him the original. Anyway, there's probably like 10 more.
If he tries to come back next year, we'll do all the rest. But
yeah. And that was maybe 30 minutes of him and I just throwing it back and forth.
Awesome. That's awesome. Right. Come on.
You know what? You're awesome.
Thanks. You too, I guess.